Hi, and thank you for subscribing. My son has pointed out to me that I have had a lot of hits on my videos and subscribers, so he said that it's time for me to make a new video, which is perfect because I've had a lot of questions and a couple things that I actually just wanted to update about the last videos that I did do. First of all, I am a nurse. I just haven't had time to change because my 10-year-old said I have to grab the right light for this video. So, but I've never been trained on the cavitation machines. That's not my specialty at all. Everything that I've known and that is in my videos, I have just researched through the internet and found out myself. So I just want to make that very clear. This is my own personal machine. I did look into doing it as to do treatments on people as to start my own business, but in Michigan you do have to work under a doctor. So for those of you that think that you're going to buy this machine and start your own little business, I would definitely look into the state laws of whatever state you're in before you do it, because it is something that can alter the body. So according to Michigan, where I'm at, they do say that if it alters the body in any way, you do have to work under a doctor. So the next question I get a lot is, where did I buy it? And I did buy it off of eBay. I don't remember which person I bought it from, and I honestly, I wouldn't want to look it up and recommend anyways, because, you know, what if I recommend it and then yours comes and it's crap? Because it did come from China, and, you know, things get held up in the border there and whatever. I think I paid about $400 or $500 for it, but if you do buy it without the paddles, the laser light paddles, then it is a little bit cheaper, which I recommend anyways. I think the paddles, they tangle up the cords a lot. I don't really see any good positive results from them because they are only a temporary fix. They just cause the fat cell to leak. They're not where cavitation will break the fat cell, which is more permanent. Another thing is, in one of the videos I said to use the vacuum wand last because it was sucking up all the gel and it was clogging it, but that is wrong. You can do it that way, but for the best result, somebody had put it, you use that second because it kind of sucks up everything and it helps break the bands that would cause cellulite, and then your RF actually tightens the skin. So when you're RFing second, you're tightening up the skin, and then you're turning around and yanking it all up with this vacuum. So vacuum second, you just wipe all the gel off. I've done it without gel, but you don't need the gel for the vacuum wand. It doesn't get hot or burn or anything, so you can wipe all the gel off to keep it from clogging up your machine like mine did. And then people ask me, like, how do I like the results? So if I stuck with it more, I would probably be more happy with my results. I end up getting in little phases where I have time to do them, and then I do them. But I was starting to get like that cellulite look on the front of my thighs, and I did do about 5 or 6 treatments. I was pretty consecutive with those, and it's not right away. You don't see the results right away, but then the next time I was going on vacation. So when I realized, like, oh wow, I put shorts on, I noticed the difference. So I was pretty happy with the results of doing that. And then I also, I don't tolerate the cavitation very well, only at very low levels. And the cavitation is really where you get your results. I've had friends that I let them use my machine, and they have great results with it because they can tolerate it. I get a headache from it. One other thing that I did find is that the RF, I'm becoming a huge fan of these RF wands. I found, I'm getting this, I've hit 40 3 times now, so I'm getting this like saggy skin down here, and I found that if you use the RF wands, you get a very, very good result if you go very slow. If you do it in small areas where you're going slow enough where it's not too hot, but where you're keeping the skin warm as you go, little areas like this, like even under my chin, that's about as big as of an area, and you just stay with that for your whole 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you choose to do. I noticed that the next morning I had a lot of swelling in that area. Not painful swelling, nothing that I even noticed until I actually just looked in the mirror, which was pretty good because even with the new like Kybella injections they do under there, the goal is to get as much swelling as you can because it actually helps bring more collagen to the area and help it heal tighter. So I am pretty happy with, I was happy with it. I mean, obviously I'm not happy with this, but I was happy with the change that it did make there, and I will continue to do those. I do like the wands on my face too, but I started to get into fillers, and I know that fillers are really expensive, so I don't know if you can use the RF with fillers or not, and I don't really want to risk that because they're expensive. So I haven't been using it on my face because of the fillers. It's just something I haven't had time to really look into. But I will. And then another thing is people have been asking me about getting the headaches with the cavitation. I don't really know why. Somebody had said that when they did 2 treatments on someone else, they didn't even do it on themselves. They ended up with a pretty bad headache. I know that I can't tolerate it. I know that I did get it done at a spa before, and I didn't feel anything. I didn't have a headache. I didn't hear the buzzing sound in my head. And maybe it was because they had it on a very, very low setting, but I did have a pretty good result with it. So I still, if I use it here and there, I use it on a very low setting. And I do know that it works though, because before my last vacation, I really did quite a few treatments with it, and one side of my waist is actually a little bit smaller than the other, so that did work. I just, time is time, and I don't have it to always use it. But I appreciate the questions. I do try to answer them. If you have questions, you can post them. If you're not a fan of the videos, okay, we all have our preferences. Like I said, I'm not trained in this, but I just figure if you're like me and you bought it off of eBay or any of those sites, it comes with nothing. It comes with no directions. You spend hours looking for things. So if that's you, I hope this helps you, and I hope that it works for you. And remember to stay hydrated when using it. Thank you.